Anna, what's the most difficult thing about playing Serena?
Today it was kind of wind. I mean, it was really gusty out there, and in the wind, it's always going to be even tougher. And in those kind of conditions, serve is the shot that is going to go away from both players because of the conditions. And you know, I did a bit, and you know, my serve broke down a little more than hers did, and I still created lots of opportunities, and I felt I was stepping up a lot, but yeah, I just felt that was the biggest difference today.
After the Azarenka match, she said that when Serena is on a roll and really playing well, the best way she can describe it for the opponent is painful. When Serena's on her game, at her best, how would you describe it?
It is definitely tough, you know, you have balls coming from either side, you're just, you know, sort of looking at the winners, but, you know, I think at that times you have to step up a little more and try to, you know, take it up to her and maybe, you know, try to get her out of rhythm, and, you know, I didn't feel like I was getting blown off the court today, and I really felt I created lots of opportunities even for myself, but, you know, she did play well, and like I said, I felt her serve held up more than mine did, and that was the difference.
What do you think the chances are for other players as Serena moves on in the tournament?
As I said even before the match, I think she's the favorite for the tournament, and she's been playing really well, and it's going to be tough, you know, but also, you know, the conditions are different and every match is different, so you have to raise your level, and she's doing that, so yeah, I think she has good chance.
Anna, in addition to... Sure. In addition to Serena's power and her strokes, she can often be a very intimidating opponent. And in the first set, I think to go up 4-3, she fended off a break point and for the first time really screamed, "Come on!" Did that episode rattle you or affect you? And in general, how do you think you did with sort of the mind games or the psychology of facing her today?
Not at all. I mean, I was screaming some commands, but she does, you know, try to intimidate. She stays very close to the baseline, so you feel like you have no space to hit to. But you know, that's something I expected going into the match, and I really tried not to look so much across the net. I just tried to focus on my game and try to do everything that I can. And I mean, I started off with a lot of unforced errors, but I did have to be aggressive, and it sort of came together a little bit throughout the match, and I did have opportunities, as I said, even in that first set, and then in the second set, you know, 1-2 down, I had opportunities. So, you know, I really feel it was kind of close match.
Yeah. You might still be out there if you serve a little better, it seems. What was it with the serve? Was it just the wind, or are you disappointed with what you served?
I mean, my serve, it's getting better, and it's on a way of, you know, becoming a weapon, but like I was talking, it still has a lot of work to be done on it, and you know, today it was even more challenging, you know, in this wind, and, you know, just trying to toss the ball without wind, it's hard enough, so, but, you know, it's just how it is, and I really feel there was a lot of positives out there, and like I said, even with my base game not being at the level I wanted it to be, I still felt I had opportunities.
Is it difficult for you to catch your toss? You've always had it seems, a problem with tossing, that in these conditions, you didn't seem to catch your toss even when it was going out way out to the right.
I know, I do have problems. I do have problem with that because I feel kind of bad stopping, but that's my problem.
Anna, once again, we have a tournament where Serbians have done incredibly well. You've been asked this a million times, but please, what makes Serbian tennis so good?
I really, it's hard to say, but I think once the few players come up, the generation sort of follows, and it's been great to have so many players playing so well, and I saw Janko had the win, and it's really exciting, and people back home are very thrilled, and they wake up in the middle of the night to watch our matches, and we always get messages of support, which is great, and that's something that also motivates us.
And on court, is there anything in particular, a certain kind of toughness or part of the game on court that is common to
Well, I think Serbians actually have quite combustible character, so it's very, I don't know, maybe that's good for tennis, maybe that's something that drives us, but sometimes, we can just be fire of emotions out there.
Serena's considered to have one of the best serves in the women's game. But on second serve, you were standing way inside the baseline to receive her. Is that what you normally do with her or with others?
I do. I try to really step up, especially in the second serves and sometimes even in the first serve. But like I said, I felt that was my opportunity to take a ball early and try to put her under pressure straight away. And also considering that there was so much wind, you can't go full out on your serve because you just toss the ball and it moves all over the place. So that's something I try to really use and try to think maybe even stepping up more.
If Novak does indeed advance to play Yanko in the next round, do you have any insight into the emotions of Davis Cup teammates or two Serbians who know one another well playing each other? Are you generally supportive of one another? Will that, do you think, be a difficult dynamic?
I think guys, they have really good relationship with each other, and I don't know if Novak and Janko played many times against each other, but I know Novak and Tritsky, there was a period where they played every week against each other, and it's always tough to play someone from your own country, and especially from my point of view, I mean, we don't have too many girls out there, and I didn't play Bojana yet, but when I play Jelena, it's always tough because it's a lot more emotional and you're not used to that. But I'm sure there'll be a great match.
What would you say Novak's year and his Wimbledon championship mean to Serbia?
It's huge. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the celebration after he got back, and it's amazing. And Wimbledon, it's the most traditional Grand Slam, and in Serbia they still call tennis white sport, because of how it's been played in the past, and it's huge. And to have him win that made Serbia very proud.
And if he were to win it here, what do you think it would mean?
It would be amazing because then he's going for all four eventually, and I think Grand Slam is a Grand Slam. You just won that victory.
And Novak, talk about his role in Serbia. Is he the most important person in Serbia? I mean,
along with the president. Well, I think he's definitely most famous person, and we do have so many followers. I mean, tennis it became the #1 sport in Serbia, and no matter how old the person is, they know about Novak or Janko or Victor or myself or Jelena, and it's exciting, I think, and that's what drives young kids to take up sport.